Lord Frisco presents Torment, Tides of Numenera, Episode 2, I Broke the Machine. Oh yeah! Now we meet our first two potential companions. And we go talk to right, we do this first. The Spectre. Everything about this spectral figure seems dreamlike. He is a hazy silhouette who seems to be made of blue glass smoke. He wears stylish, well-cut clothes. His handsome, bearded face seems hauntingly familiar, though you've never seen him before. He breathes a sigh of relief when he sees you. We weren't sure that would work. We pulled our strength and channeled it through me to reach you, to wake you up. He glances at the other figures here and frowns unhappily. It took more out of them than we thought. The other reflections, they're more like shadows now. Look, I'll bet you've got a lot of questions. This whole place is basically your mind. Your body's still out there in the real world, healing from that fall. You need to get out there and finish the process. He shrugs. It shouldn't be too hard. Let's see. Alright, yeah, let's figure out what this thing hunting me was. Before I met you, it felt like something was hunting me. Do you know what that was? He closes his eyes. That's a memory I don't want to recall. Large, black, furious. It's our death. It's the sorrow. He closes his eyes again. I hope it's lost interest in you. If it finds us, we're done for. Let's see. Who are you? Okay, that's a good question. He pauses and looks down at himself, considering a long time before answering. I'm you. I'm a part of your mind, a splinter. I was waiting here for you. We called you, with the memories of the others who were here. I don't know what happened next. If this place is my mind, why don't I remember any of this, any of you? It's your mind. A construct built to, I don't know, share thoughts, store your true self. Wait, you know how people say, in the first place? This is definitely the first place of your memory. Well, it was the first place for me, anyway. You'd probably know better since it's yours. If you don't remember now, maybe it'll come to you later. Alright, you said I had to finish the process. What do you mean by that? After you wake up from this dream state and attune to the tides, you'll need to find something called a resonance chamber. Your body should have landed somewhere near it. Just climb inside that. Everything will be fine. Alright, what do you mean attune to the tides? Tides are like a force, like gravity or magnetism or something, except they respond to people's actions and perceptions. Your body, that is, your body in the real world, needs the tides to survive. It's not something you need to worry about. Your body will attune as it wakes up. Alright, well, what's a resonance chamber? I remember pieces about it, but not the whole. It's a crystal sarcophagus. I remember it having 5 mechanical arms around it and a metal ring set in the floor. I think we were aiming for it when we fell. When you open your eyes in the real world, it should be nearby. So how'd I get back to the real world? There's a portal down there. It'll take you back to your body. Just step through it, and the whole tides thing should take care of itself. He crosses his arms. When you wake up, find the resonance chamber and activate it. Then we can... What in the hells is that? That's a good question. Gods, it's the sorrow! The sorrow is anchored to those reflections. It's devouring their power. We have to get rid of them. Destroy its anchors or else the sorrow will erase us forever. Crisis initiated. Okay. So we gotta go kill these things. That reflection near you. Kill it. You'll loosen the sorrow's anchor. Let's see. Abilities here. Let's see. Range medium. We're gonna deal transdimensional, sure. I got a 50% chance to hit. Let's boost that up to 90. I missed? Oh, Lord. Alright, we'll try this again. Alright. I want like a grid. Can I get a grid? Options. Interface. Okay. There's a movement bark. I don't know. But a movement grid would be really nice. Can I get to that fire? Now run! Get to the next one! Yeah, I did that. We'll shoot you. Yeah, 90. Boom. Oh, I guess I can't get past this. Sorrow infection. What does that do? What's it doing now? It's infecting it somehow. Yeah, probably through the tentacle through its body. Lord. Do I have like a dagger or no? I got 3. Okay. We're doing transdimensional. Let's try mental. Yeah. Ooh. Gained 40 XP. I want to know what this is. You pried it loose. That thing is a cancer, an infection. It's unstoppable, but you stopped it. Sorta. He holds his head in his hands. I can't believe it found us in here. He looks at you, terror in his eyes. That thing, the sorrow, it's been hunting you. It's what killed you in the first place. It'll keep hunting you until you activate the resonance chamber. I didn't remember until I saw it, but that's why the chamber is so important. You have to get back and activate the chamber before it's too late. The portal to your body is that shimmering dome there. Go, now. Oh, okay, that's what this is. It looks very cool. Yeah, sometimes failing's okay. Honestly, it's percentile based, so you could always...
Where did he fall from? His body smashed to talc. It's a wonder he's still breathing.
All I saw was the corona, not his origin point. But look, he's healing already. Spontaneous regeneration.
Yeah, look at... Wait, I know that face! I don't know which one of them said that. Ugh, what was that? What did you do, Calistig? His tone has become accusatory, suspicious. You open your eyes. Look, achievement unlocked. I'm not dead yet. The first thing you notice is this man's kaleidoscope of tattoos writhing across his forearms. He wears a long, dark coat, belted at the waist, supplies filling the pockets. His boots are worn and stained with years of travel. You blame me? He emitted an internal physiological reaction in response to the fall, probably related to that fantastic healing process. Obviously, Allegard. Her voice rolls and hisses, and you have to rub your eyes to be sure that you're not seeing double or triple. Faint echoes of her actions trail from her, each nearly mimicking her. There's some act and react to stimuli that you can't perceive. Her vivid hair and outrageous clothing remain constant through these shadows. Oh, yes, it's obvious, Calistig. His voice is grim and clipped. Then he sees you looking at him. You're no ordinary mortal, we know that much. Start talking. His face is hard and set. I scan the thoughts. He's the changing god. Calistique is deliberately blinding herself, but why? How about, who are you? Ooh. Silvertide raised a tiny mouth. If you don't remember who I am, you're more self-centered than I ever imagined. You know he's not the changing god, Alagern. Alagern's being more paranoid than usual. How long must I put up with him? It's his face. I've never seen any other people rebuild themselves like that. Only the changing god could have healed so quickly. He sighs and rubs his face, trying to regain his composure. Maybe you could help me for a change. You know what this means to me. You're familiar with the word changing, Alagern. It implies inconstancy. Thus, the changing god may well have changed. Several versions of her shrug, and she addresses you. You'll have to forgive him. He believes you're someone he once knew, even though it's painfully obvious to anyone that you were newly born. Her most solid self curtsies, while others bow or spin. I, and my sisters, and Calistique, this is Alagern. We are explorers, knowledge seekers. That's how we came to be in this room. If I'm not mistaken, you are what we call a cast-off. The changing god created you, body and mind. Your sire used your body for a time, then abandoned it for reasons of his own. When his mind departed for a new experience, you were born in his cast-off shelf. Falling from the sky didn't kill me. Is there anything that can? An excellent question. Having seen your regenerative abilities in action, I suspect they are primarily physical, a regrowth. If that's the case, you'd be unable to survive most varieties of psychic or molecular decomposition, disintegration, conflagration, and so forth. Degenerative diseases could pose a problem, and I know of several entities capable of psychic destruction. As she speaks, a vision flashes into your mind. It's not yours exactly. Somehow, you know this is a memory of the changing gods. You are in a dark room lit by a myriad of blinking lights and holograms from the many machines surrounding you. What about a body that can withstand the sorrow's attacks? Says a voice. It seems to be coming from one of the machines. No, you reply. That thing has no respect for barriers of any kind. Physical, temporal, psychic. This is the only way. With a series of gestures, you bring up an image of a crystalline pod. If the resonance chamber works, it will give us the power to stop the sorrow's hunt once and for all. We just need the right focal point, a catalyst. The memory fades. Calistique is still talking. You realize that the device you saw in the memory is identical to the one behind you now. It looks just like the Spectre had described it. A transparent sarcophagus inside a crystalline dome with mechanical arms arrayed around it on a metal ring. Unfortunately, the dome is shattered, the sarcophagus is cracked, and one of the arms is in pieces on the floor. Whatever its function, it clearly needs repair. Or flesh-eating viruses. One presumes disfigurement by the iron wind would likewise be devastating enough to... I think he gets the point, Calistique. Let's see... How about... Do either of you know how to fix that crystal chamber? Alagern chuckles, then, firm and certain, he says, Not likely. Though it might not be impossible. You need people with the appropriate knowledge. I'm sure the cult of the changing god will hold the answer. Her Calistique's distaste is evident in the expressions of her echoes, although the face of the one in the lead remains carefully impassive. You turn to the insane to help a newborn. Where's your judgment, Alagern? I would take him to the Order of Truth. The Order of Truth? Are you mad? They would sooner take us apart. Well, what's the Order of Truth? Knowledge seekers, the learned who try to wrest secrets from the hearts of the prior worlds. They gather in the city to exchange their findings and help humanity to build a brighter future. She smiles brightly. My friend Alagern here was once one of them. Frauds, quacksalvers, and charlatans. They don't have all the answers, and I'd not trust them with the changing god's secrets. You're just angry that they couldn't help you with yours. Her echoes tinkle laughter. But I am being too cruel, dear Allegern. Let us take our new friend to the Order. Alright, well, you mentioned the Order. How about the cult? Despite what she says, they're not insane. They're eccentrics. She laughs, but he soldiers on. They're worshippers of, well, you or your sire, the changing god. They devote your lives to understanding your kind. I like Calistique better, so we're gonna go to the Order of the Truth this time around. Meh. Of course, once I provide an introduction to the priest, we'll have your chamber fixed in no time. You'll end up without your clothes and broken in a ditch while she laughs it off as a good experiment. It's probably best I come with you as well. Suspicious as always, Allegern. Child, the world is an exciting place, but it is full of dangers. Rest assured, one of us will get you safely to where you need to be. I'll be right behind you. A sunny smile crosses her face. I shudder to think what Allegern might do to the child. Alright, let's go. So, I'm going to tell you about what we're doing with this playthrough, right? We're not going to talk to everybody about everything. We're not going to ask every question. If you want to do that, get the game. It's a great game. Support the creators. A mechanical arm lies on the floor, presumably broken during your fall. Sparks pour from the arm's shattered housing, filling the air with a greasy stench. Let's take a look at the housing before we touch it. How about that? The sharply pointed apparatus that formerly topped the device appears burnt out and useless, but the equipment in the base remains at least somewhat operational, as the constant stream of sizzling motes can attest. Alright, we're going to try to scavenge for what we can. Let's see, 95, 100! Did I win? Success! Taking care to avoid the sparks, you extract several handfuls of shiny trinkets and coin-like objects. You recognize their value at once. Such objects would be accepted as shins, the informal currency in most regions of the world. So you gather them up and take them with you. Let's take a look at the housing again. Same nonsense. Alright, let's find out what this spray flesh is. I bet you it's healing. Yep, it's a healing potion. Is that a quick save? Yep. Good. What else we got here? Ooh, let's look at the pod itself. Sunlight falls through the ragged hole in the roof onto the shattered residence chamber. It is hard to believe that you did this, that you plummeted through the curve of the pale blue sky, crashed through the dome, and broke this delicate machine with your own body. It's hard to believe that you're still alive. 4 mechanical arms hang over the center of wow, that is hard for me to say. Over the center of the device, above the cracked, semi-transparent crystal of the sarcophagus. The 5th arm lies broken on the floor among the scattered synth and crystal shards, and a metal ring surrounds the array, dented and broken by your impact crater. Let's take a look at the sarcophagus. The padded interior beneath the coffin's cracked lid looks like it was made for a human body. Despite the damage, you don't see any way to open it and get inside. Glance between the sarcophagus and the needle-like protrusions at the ends of the arms above. Seems likely that using this chamber would not be a pleasant experience. Look, we're not going to know how to fix any of this. But cables rung from machines along the dome's walls to the base of the suspended arms, each of which is capped with long needles aimed at the cracked, coffin-like chamber at the center of the platform. Gem-like lights flicker dimly at the bases of the arm. Ooh. See, this is why we want this skill. A memory steals over you, and it isn't yours. Sunlight falls through the unbroken dome, casting short, angular shadows behind the servitors laboring to construct a device you and your assistant have designed. Their efficiency is perfect. After all, you designed them as well. The components are nearly in place. A ring for bounding, a platform for focusing, and 5 injectors, 1 for each tide. And it's a moment before you realize the memory has faded and you've spoken aloud. Well, that was creepy. You feel the slightest hint of resistance every time you cross a ring, and now that you're paying attention, you note that your breath is echoing in your ears as though you were inside a glass dome. When you step outside the ring, the feeling passes. Ooh. You kneel to inspect a broken section and take note of the field projectors inside. They are omnidirectional. The ring exists to protect anyone standing inside it, but also to contain tremendous amounts of power. We're gonna, nothing happens here. Alright, let's examine the shards. Jagged fragments of crystal are intermingled with synth from the shattered dome above. The crystal shards glitter in the light like, okay. We're gonna get a knife here, right? Yeah, cool. In the rim of the crater, you find a sliver of crystal, sharp as a dagger on one end, smooth on the other. Yep, cool. Other useful shards? Nope. Alright. Let's go talk to the angry machine. Examine. No, interact. A slate black, unimpressive device hunkers before you. As you reach out to touch it, the triangle of lights on its casing blazes into life, and an image unfolds in your mind. A towering crystal arch rises over a jagged gray landscape. The air is dead and stifling, and there, at its emerald peak, the image collapses, leaving you staring into the device's triangular array of lights. Command me, the device, or the intelligence within it, says, each word carefully etched with distaste. Who are you? Your command was not understood, the intelligence says with clear satisfaction, sounding for all the world like it understood the question, but is choosing not to answer. Command me. What was that arch you showed me? Your command was not understood, the intelligence chuckles, its lights pulsing. Command me. Alright, what commands do you recognize? The three lights throb irritably. Heated air sighs from the device's vents, and then a towering list of commands races through your mind, far too fast to read. You rub your eyes, groaning, and the intelligence chortles. Command me, it says smugly. Show it to me again, but slower, please. If anything, the list pours through your mind even faster than last time. Command me. The intelligence draws. Let's take a look at the outside of it. Maybe we'll see something. Ooh, a much newer mechanism on the device's side appears to be giving this intelligence its vocabulary and forcing it to speak to you. The device's original creator may not have meant for it to communicate at all. Let's kick the bugger. I want 100% to kick this thing. Smash, smash! The intelligence's lights flutter in alarm just before your foot smashes into the base of the device. Something within goes crunch. Cell gating damaged. Gas. The trio of lights focusing on you with blinding intensity. All prisoners lost. Shuddering lugum vo. A hatch springs open near the dent left by your foot, and the lights flicker off as you claim a hissing component from the device's smoking interior. What is this? I'll have to... there we go. A shard of glass displays an image of three strangely garbed children in a field. A sequence of them playing a simple ball game repeats itself. Notice a fourth child looking at me further away. You plan on breaking every machine in here? No, but this guy's... Ooh, what's this? Loot. In a box. Ooh. Oh, yeah, alright. Need that. Alright, let's just use this right now. Use item. So last time I did this, I did the other fight like pure fighting style. I didn't, I wasn't magic. So, I'm not trying to punch you, dude.
We shall see.
Why did that happen?
What do you need?
But yeah, here we go. Let's take a look at Alliger and stuff. Actually, so I had, you know how I had no intellect coming into this? Well, I thought I healed 3 intellect. Right? What did using that thing do? Well, that was a freaking waste. Anyway, I had no might, so I was never able to smash that thing before. Well, that was freaking worthless. Alright, he's a nano too. He's hardened. Okay, and he fights with his demons. Interesting. Abilities. I want abilities. Character sheet. There we go. Innervate. Okay, living tattoos. Use similar attacks multiple turns in a row. Interesting. Resourceful. Okay, additional ciphers. Yep, okay. Good at concentration. Bad at running and stealth and heavy weapons. How about you, my lady? Trans-dimensional onslaught. Okay. Dimensional superposition. Ooh, this lets her teleport. That's cool. Targeting eye. Oh, I want this. I want that real bad. Alright, here we got a quest here. We gotta go fix this stuff.